All right, let's talk about something that feels like a real turning point. What we're diving into today isn't just another update to a coding tool. Nope, this is a fundamental shift in how we're going to work with AI. We're looking at Google's Anti-Gravity, an AI agent that's built to tackle the entire development process, and it has a new feature that might just change your entire workflow. Just think about that for a second. The AI coding assistants we have now, they're amazing, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, they just spit out code based on a prompt. What if you could actually teach your AI? What if you could give it specific, complex skills that are totally unique to your projects, your team standards, and your way of doing things? And that's exactly where we're heading. This is all about moving way beyond simple code generation. We are talking about a serious upgrade that transforms your AI from just a tool into a genuine collaborator. And the answer to that what-if question is a pretty groundbreaking feature inside Google Anti-Gravity. It's called Agent Skills. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like giving your AI a brand new, customizable brain that you get to program with your own unique expertise. So, okay, that sounds cool, but how does it actually work? In this next part, let's break down what it really means to teach your AI these new skills. At its core, an agent skill is basically a custom instruction manual that you write yourself. You're teaching the AI how to handle a specific, complex task in exactly the way you want it done every single time. It's kind of like giving it a new superpower that only you know how to unlock. And you know, the basic workflow to get this going is surprisingly simple. From a high level, it's really just 3 steps. You create a special file for the skill, you define all the logic and instructions inside that file, and then you just tell the AI to use its new trick. That's it. All right, enough theory. Let's get practical. How do you actually sit down and craft one of these custom skills from scratch? Now, for the AI to even see your new skill, you have to be super precise. You need to create this exact folder structure right in your project's root directory. A folder called .agent, a skills folder inside that, and then a folder for your skill, which holds a file called skill.md. Every name has to be perfect or it just won't work. But here's where it gets really clever. You don't actually have to write the guts of that skill.md file all by yourself. You can get another AI, like Gemini or ChatGPT, to write it for you. You just give it the basic format and then describe the skill you want to create, using a simple prompt just like this one. So for our example, let's create a really powerful skill. We're going to teach Anti-Gravity how to generate custom, high-quality images for a website. And we'll even specify a fancy model called Nanobanna Pro, which we can access through a Gemini API key. This way, we get results that are way beyond just generic placeholder boxes. Okay, so we've defined the skill, we've put the file in the right place. Now for the fun part, the payoff. Let's see what happens when we actually unleash this new capability on a real task. With our new skill file ready to go, we give Anti-Gravity a prompt to build a landing page. But look closely at the most important part here. We specifically tell it to follow the guideline in skills.md. We're actively telling it, hey, use that new power I just gave you. And the result? Well, it speaks for itself. The difference is night and day. Before, you might have gotten a pretty basic text-only design. But after we gave the AI our custom image skill, it generates this visually rich, totally engaging landing page with completely original images. It's a dramatic leap. So yeah, this is a huge leap in what these things can do. But as AI generates more and more complex applications like this, a whole new challenge pops up. What do you do about the inevitable bugs? And that brings us to automating the bug hunt. This is the critical question every single developer faces, right? How do you take this amazing AI-generated app and make sure it's actually solid enough to ship to real users without it breaking? Well, the solution is another layer of AI. Anti-Gravity works with a tool called Testright, which is an AI agent designed for one thing: to test your software, find all the bugs, and validate that it actually works the way it's supposed to. And the testing workflow is just as streamlined and simple. You just prompt Anti-Gravity to run the tests, you give it a product specification document to test against, and then you get this simple dashboard showing what passed and what failed. And for the final step, you just tell Anti-Gravity to fix everything that Testright found. So it all boils down to this incredibly efficient cycle. Step 1, the specialized testing agent, Testright, goes on a mission and automatically hunts down every bug in the code. Then, step 2, Anti-Gravity, the exact same tool that wrote the code in the first place, goes back in and just systematically fixes all of the issues that Testright found. And step 3,
The whole point of this, you are left with production-ready code. It's a fully automated quality assurance loop built right into your development process.
So let's just pull back for a second and look at the big picture here. This is what the new generation of AI copilots is really all about. When you put all these pieces together, you have a complete end-to-end development workflow. You customize the AI's core abilities, you generate your application, you automatically test it for bugs, and then you command the very same AI to go back and fix its own mistakes.
And that right there is the key takeaway. We are watching these tools evolve from being simple code generators into becoming true, customizable AI development partners. These are agents that you can teach, that you can collaborate with, and that you can trust to handle the entire lifecycle of a project.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. If you could teach your AI copilot any skill you wanted, I mean anything, from enforcing a complex design system to writing perfect unit tests, what's the first superpower you would teach your AI?